You put on the full armor of God. And many people already have the armor on. That's the fact. That's the fact. Many of us have already put on the whole armor of God. But the problem is we don't act like we know what we're wearing. You put it on. Heard this text preached so many times. You read it. You studied it in Bible study. In your own study. You put it on, but you're not living like you have it on.
Okay.
What I like about those award shows is when they walk the red carpet. You see famous people and they're walking the red carpet, and the commentator will say, "Who are you wearing tonight?" And the celebrity usually will have a huge smile, and they'll tell you who they're wearing. But do you notice how they walk when they're wearing somebody? Because they know who they have on. And so they strut like they know what they're wearing. You see, when you put on the full armor of God, you ought to strut like you know what you have on. Look at what you're wearing. You have on the full armor of God. So then you have to walk like you know. Tell the world, when the world tries to come to you with this, that, and the other, do you know what you have on? You tell the world, "Oh, you haven't seen me lately." You obviously don't know what I have on. It's important because not only do you walk like you know, but you remember the road that you're walking on. Jesus said, "Enter through the narrow gate." You see, because that wide gate is broad and it leads to destruction. So not only do I walk like I know what I have on, but I walk because I know where I'm going. There's a place for me. And I'm not going to be here forever. And so I walk with my head up, not only because of what I have on, because of where I'm going. Heaven is in my view. So I live a life that is worthy. I live a life where I know that there is life because I'm walking on the right path. The text says, put it on. The text is compelling us to know who we're wearing. But why? Why do we put it on? Why are we wearing it? The text tells us you're wearing it because something is happening. The devil is scheming. And because the devil is scheming, you need to have these things on. Because there are a lot of tricks that the enemy is coming up with day by day, and you're going to need to be able to take your stand.
Yeah, that's right.
But you can't take your stand if you're not ready.
Right.
So the armor is about preparation. You get dressed because you prepare for something. You get dressed because you're going to work. You get dressed because you're going to school. You get dressed because you're going somewhere. Something is happening around you. Put on the armor because you're going to need to stand. And the enemy has so many tricks. The enemy is a fraud. The enemy has power. And the enemy has all of these things that the enemy is scheming. And you know, the trickiness of the enemy, we must sit and think about that a lot of times. We need to really think about it. Because you see, some of us think that the enemy, the schemes of the enemy are really easy to see. You know, and we may say, well, I'm not going to fall to that because, you know, I don't drink. I'm not going to fall to that because I don't go to the club. I'm not going to fall to that because I don't steal. I'm not a cheat. I don't do those sins. You see, a little white lie, that's not really a sin. You see, so I don't really need to be that concerned about the enemy's tricks because I already know what they are. But be reminded that even your own mouth can be your biggest enemy. That's how the enemy can trick us. To make us say things even about ourselves. You don't gossip, but you say something negative about yourself. You're not able to start a business. That's a trick of the enemy. You're not able to get an education. That's a trick of the enemy. You don't look the part. You don't act the part. That's a trick of the enemy. Because the enemy wants to destroy you. Not just kill you, but destroy you. You see, the enemy wanted to destroy Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. It wasn't enough to kill
Yes.
But what I like about God is that you can go to so many cities in the United States of America, and there is a street that you might drive on, and that street is called Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. You see, again, the enemy doesn't just want to kill you. The enemy doesn't just want to steal from you. The enemy wants to destroy the fact that you have lived. And when you speak ill will, even about yourself, you're killing yourself with your own mouth. And the enemy is sitting back and saying, there we go. You make my job easy. So as long as you don't put it on, as long as you don't walk like and act like you got it on, then the enemy's trick is working. So you put it on and you know you have it on. And really the important thing is that you don't wait. Young people, don't wait. Don't wait to put it on. Because 1 Peter 5:8 says that your adversary, the devil, is roaming as a roaring lion, just seeking whom he may devour. The enemy does not care about your age. The enemy does not care about your gender. The enemy does not care about your class. The enemy does not care about your race. The enemy does not care about your level of education. The enemy does not care about your denomination. The enemy does not care about all of these things that the world distracts you with. The fact is, the enemy is roaming the earth, seeking whom he may devour. So that if you haven't put it on, if you're not walking like you know that you put it on, then the enemy is coming for you. But what I like about the Lord is that we can go ahead and accept Jesus now. We can go ahead and accept our warrior status. You can be a well-dressed spiritual warrior, but you have to make that choice. You have to make that choice. So you dress yourself and you know who you're wearing and why you're wearing, and then when all of that happens, you'll be ready. The text does not say that it won't happen. It says that when it does happen, you will be able to stand. So it's important that you know that there are some things that's scheming up right now. The enemy is doing some things, but you ought not be concerned about the work of the enemy. You ought to be concerned about the work of the Lord. Stay focused on God, because the devil wants us to be looking around at the devil. What is the devil doing? I've never seen so many people concerned about what the devil is doing. The devil is so busy. The devil this and the devil that. Be concerned about the work of the Lord. Because if you know that you got your things on, why are you so concerned about the devil? So then, I'm so glad that as a woman, God spoke to my heart. I'm so glad that even I know men where God has spoken to the heart. I'm so glad that I know children where God has spoken to the heart. So see, we're warriors. That's what we are. We're warriors. And so the fact of the matter is, I may not have armor, but I've got on the belt of truth. I may not have Dolce & Gabbana, but I got on the breastplate of righteousness. I may not have Prada, but I got on shoes of the gospel of peace. I may never see Chanel, but I know that I have a shield of faith. I may not have Gucci, but I know that I have the helmet of salvation. I may never earn anything that Mark Jacobs makes, but I know that I've got the sword of the Spirit. So because of that, I'm ready for battle. I said I'm ready for war, and I'm ready for battle. I said I'm ready for war, and I'm ready for battle, because I'm prepared. And so with Jesus, I know that I have a future. With Jesus, I know that I'm well dressed. With Jesus, because he carries the cross, I put on righteousness. Does anybody else have on righteousness? I'm so glad that I have on righteousness. And so because of Jesus Christ, I know that I put it on and I walk like it. You ought to see me straight. Things happen in life, but you ought to see me straight.